Henry Danger is a show I'm not too familiar with. It aired on Nickelodeon starting in 2014 when I was already a teenager and I was starting to spend less time watching Nickelodeon and more time watching other things, if you catch my drift. So I never really saw this one back in the day. But just because it was a little bit past my time doesn't mean I can't waste my adulthood watching it now. And I thought it'd be fun to ask you guys which episode would be the best to get into. And you all delivered. With 420 comments, might I add. So today's gonna be a little different because unlike Drake and Josh or iCarly, which I actually grew up watching, today I'm going in blinder than Old Man Jenkins. And we're gonna check out Birthday Girl Down from season 1 of Henry Danger, which I'm told there's an attempted murder of a child. And what can I say? That's it. I'm in. As always, if you guys like this video, be sure to give us a like and maybe even subscribe. I might just become a vigilante and start fighting people in the streets of the city if you do. And you can follow me at AgroWasHere on Instagram and Twitter for a daily dose of nostalgia. Who knows? I might even post a nude there someday. No promises though. And also, let me know if you want to see more Henry Danger down in the comments. All right, let's dive in. So we start off in Henry's house, and dang, he's got a big ass house. All right, Henry, I see what kind of tax bracket you're in, buddy. Henry and his buddies are all using their see-through iPads, which seems to be a staple of a Dan Schneider show at this point. We also see some see-through technology being used in both iCarly and Victorious, which are both also Dirty Dan shows. And as I've pointed out in the past, it's just an insane design for technology. Everyone can see those dirty websites you're browsing through that laptop. Also, fucking iPad kids, man. And these kids actually have no manners. There's sneakers all up on the damn furniture. The table, the sofa. Unacceptable, brother. If it was my house, I'd be fucking livid, man. Also, why are little kids studying the periodic table of elements? That's definitely not something you study till high school chemistry class, and these assholes look like 10 years old. Henry finds out that everyone except him is going to some girl named Debbie's birthday party on Saturday, and he's fucking pissed that he wasn't invited. Been there, Henry, my guy.
Come on, no secrets. Flashback.
Flashback?
And I kind of thought they were trying to canonically trigger a flashback to play on screen, explaining why Henry isn't invited. But it turns out the one kid's name is just Flashback?
Flashback? What?
The fuck? Is that kid also a superhero? Because that's definitely a fucking superhero name, right? What kind of fucking nickname is Flashback? The conversation gets interrupted by a sushi guy showing up. Of course, rich boy Henry ordered a sushi delivery.
Here's my mom's credit card.
Which is yet another Dirty Dan staple. We see sushi, fucking Drake and Josh, Zoe 101, Victorious, they all feature sushi. What? Dan Schneider, did he ever meet any normal kids? Why did he think every kid was a rich kid in California eating sushi every other day at a boarding school? The sushi guy hears Henry tweaking out over not getting invited and asks him why he's so mad. So they tell him the backstory, and he even chows down on some of their sushi while they explain the lore, which is pretty funny, and it kind of reminds me of the Theater Thug episode from Drake and Josh, where the pizza delivery guy watches FBI's Most Wanted with them and even chomps some of their pizza. Yeah.
It all went down at Debbie's last birthday party. And it almost was her last. Debbie was turning 13 years old.
Wait a damn second. The flashback from 1 year ago was the girl's 13th birthday?
Debbie was turning 13 years old.
These kids are supposed to be 14? Henry and the girl look young as hell. They could 100% still order off the kids menu and no waiter would bat an eye. Which is kind of weird because usually TV is the opposite. Like you had Scott Halberstadt playing Eric on Drake and Josh and he was nearly 28 fucking years old when the pilot aired. Holy shit. So we get a flashback scene of what went down at last year's birthday party, which all took place on a goddamn rooftop for some reason.
This is gonna be the best birthday party ever.
It will be if we get everything ready.
If it's not ready yet, then why are guests already here? Kind of unprofessional, Mom. Plus, it's already fucking dark out. Why are they waiting so long to get it all ready?
Excuse me, I'd like you to get some pics of the kids helping me set up.
Will do.
I'd like to get some pics of me exploiting child labor and making the guests at a party do some unpaid work, is basically what the mom is saying. She's a terrible host, and I'd be fucking pissed if I got invited to a party, then put to work when I showed up. So she can hire a professional photographer, but not pay people to help her set shit up? The kids are playing with a ball pitcher thing, which is, I don't know, kind of a weird activity for a birthday party. And right on the edge of a goddamn roof?
Anyone say where it went?
You hit that Prius! Which hit another Prius!
That should have been proof right there that this is not an appropriate location for a baseball pitcher. No one in the community is safe. Henry shows up with his bratty little sister, and really, Dan, we're using the evil little sister trope again? At least Megan had some coolness about her with the whole I know a guy shtick, and her funny one-liners like calling Drake and Josh boobs.
Those dumb boobs.
This girl just seems annoying. The birthday girl decides to take a turn as the batter, and Henry pitches the ball to her with the machine. And yeah, the ball clocks her right in the skull, and her body is flung off the rooftop. And on the way down, she killed a small dog by landing on top of it? Holy shit. So in the 2 pitches that have been thrown already, they've caused a major motor vehicle accident and major life-altering injuries to a child. Potentially even the death of a small animal. Clearly the machine being used in this location is not safe whatsoever. But somehow, everyone blames Henry, as if it's his fault, simply because the machine was set to 11 instead of 2, even though it still caused a major car accident when it was set to 2. It wasn't safe at that selection either! But whatever. Security escorts him out of the party, and the flashback ends, with Henry still salty about being unfairly blamed for the whole thing. He insists he didn't do it on purpose, but his friends and even the sushi guy don't seem to believe him.
Where I come from, a man who knocks a pretty girl off a roof on her birthday, he is no man.
Does that mean if you knock an ugly girl off the roof on her birthday, it's okay? Cut to the theme song, which, what is with the theme song on this show? It's one of the biggest letdowns I've ever felt in my entire life because it's barely even a song at all. It's kind of just spoken exposition. They could have at least done slam poetry. I mean, come on, the Drake and Josh theme song, banger. All That theme song, banger. True Jackson VP theme song, banger. Why did they stop trying?
I wanted an after-school job.
Why did Henry need a real job? He's young as hell and his family appears to be pretty well off, you could say. Cut to the superhero secret lair and hang on. Does Captain Man have a wig on? Is that really his hair? Buddy needs, I don't know. Buddy, he's giving off the hello fellow kids vibe. I don't know. A box of pizza comes down the tubey thing, and it's actually an invitation for Captain Man to Debbie's birthday party, along with a check for $12,000 if he decides to come. Okay. How did they know where to deliver the pizza? Did they Google Captain Man's secret lair and the addresses just popped up? How the fuck is the tube sticking out from the ground? How'd the pizza man, even with the address, get it down the fucking tube? Henry bitches again that he did not get invited to the party. And you know what? I'm on his side. Just because he almost killed her doesn't mean he doesn't like to party too. Come on now. My boy Henry, imagine him throwing it back on a couple of bitches. Even Captain Man thinks Henry did the murder attempt on purpose. Like, brother, come on. He's your sidekick. You gotta believe him at some point. There has to be trust.
Can I feel your head with my truth finger?
Sure you can feel my what with your what?
So they give Henry a lie detector test.
Do you feel pretty when you tell lies?
You said this wouldn't get weird.
And the results show he's telling the truth. But now Captain Man says they gotta go find out who really did change the settings from 2 to 11. They put on some disguises and go interview all the other kids who were there on the rooftop that day. And, okay. Even if they can prove who changed the ball speed on the machine from 2 to 11, that doesn't actually prove anyone was trying to kill the birthday girl. First of all, other kids were taking turns as the batter just moments before. How could someone have magically known that the birthday girl would be the next one to use it to try to murder her? Second, how could they have predicted that she would stand in the exact right spot to get hit by the ball and just knocked off the roof like that? The ball could have just as easily flown past her like a normal strike in baseball. Like what happens happened to the other kid just a minute before. So how could that have been a murder attempt when no one could have predicted she would stand in the exact spot to get hit? I'm getting heated, brother. Captain Man's titties are popping out in his shirt. You ever see that meme of SpongeBob licking David Hasselhoff's nipples? That's how I feel right now, buddy.
I know nothing about any of this. Could someone get my manager, please?
What? My boy Nathan Kress pops up? I thought they were only supposed to be interviewing kids who were on the rooftop that day. Why the fuck is Nathan Kress there? Cool cameo, sure. It makes no fucking sense canonically. Captain Man decides to accept the invitation and go to Debbie's birthday party because he'll get $12,000 and because Miss Swellview is gonna be there. So we cut to him at the party and, okay. So we get a trampoline on the rooftop this year when there's already a history of kids falling off the goddamn roof and getting badly injured. Nice. You couldn't even throw a net around it? Come on now. A lot of regular ass motherfucking backyard trampolines come with a net, even when there's not potentially a deadly 40-foot free fall. And does the girl not have PTSD from falling off the roof last year? Did mom really think the best place to host the next birthday party was right back on the exact damn roof?
Well, it's great to meet you, Debbie, and your wealthy parents.
Oh, don't you remember? You and I met a long time ago.
What?
Yeah, remember the Swellview Rodeo? I was a waitress, and after the rodeo, you invited me back.
Oh, yeah!
That's kind of an insane joke for a Nickelodeon show. Damn. Henry crashes the party and grabs the mic to tell everyone that he's innocent and did not, in fact, try to kill the birthday girl last year. He shows everyone proof of what really happened, and turns out his bratty little sister Piper got so mad that her phone was broken that she actually threw her phone and it hit the 11 button on the pitching machine, proving Henry was not the one who changed the setting to the faster speed. Two things about that. One, reused plot from Drake and Josh Foam Finger episode, where Josh blames Drake for thumping him on the head, when really, it was young Megan who threw the cookie. Lazy to reuse a plot, and again, Megan was way cooler of a character. Two, if you go back and rewatch the original scene, there is clearly no phone on the ground near the pitching machine. What, did it just disintegrate after hitting against the 11 button? It should be nearby on the ground somewhere for the story to make sense. Otherwise, I'm thinking maybe Henry photoshopped these pictures to claim his innocence, but Buddy really is a cold-blooded killer. So Piper is removed from the party by security. Is a little girl just loose on the streets now? Shouldn't someone, I don't know, call her parents? Shouldn't Henry go help her? Something? And they all apologize to Henry for falsely accusing him of attempted murder for a year straight.
Mom, I'm gonna go jump on the trampoline right by the edge of the roof.
Have fun, baby.
A balloon gets stuck above the trampoline and Henry offers to go get it, seeing the perfect opportunity to finish off the job he started last year. He jumps down onto the trampoline and of course launches her off the rooftop, surely to her doom this time. She lands on top of another small dog, raising the puppy kill count in this episode to 2, and her body actually starts convulsing this time. And that's it. That's the end of the episode. And this character, Debbie, is actually never seen again in any future episode whatsoever. So we can only assume the worst about her fate. Spinal injury, paralysis, brain damage? Most likely, fucking dead in the ground. All I know is she's never seen again, which can't mean anything good. And there you have it. That's Henry Danger Birthday Girl down. Was it the best thing I've ever seen? No. But was it the worst thing I've ever seen? Possibly. Just kidding. I do have to give it some points for the ending with the girl flying off the roof yet again. And I liked the show kind of poking fun at itself and how obvious this ending was by the way the girl said, I'm gonna go jump on the trampoline right by the edge of the roof. But overall, I'm not sure how I feel about Henry Danger yet after this one. I think I'll have to watch a few more episodes before I decide whether or not it's complete trash. But enough of me yapping. What do you guys think of Birthday Girl Down? Do you like this one or does it make you want to jump off a rooftop? Let me know how you're feeling in the comments and let's kick it. And as always, I gotta give a huge, massive, throbbing, aggressively shout out to the Patreon and channel members. You guys are my bread to my butter, my peanut butter to my jelly, my ass to my cheeks. What? If you're still here, make sure you're subscribed and maybe check out some other videos. You might have a good time, you might not. I can't make any promises. All right, thanks for listening.